Okay, guys, I have started streaming. So, yeah, just let me quickly check whether I'm live or not, and then we can begin the class. So, yeah, I am live, bache. So, yes, guys, you know already that this is your Unacademy ISC and ICSE boards. And we are going to rock in your term 2 examinations, okay? And you already know the chapter we are discussing these days, that is your coordination compounds. I'm just cleaning my glasses, okay? So yes, I believe that there is no doubt till now. And as usual, just simply, let me know if you have any doubt so that we can get it sorted. All right. You know that you will get an additional 10% off, if 10% off on Unacademy subscriptions if you use my code. My code is Kirti S Live. My YouTube code is Kirti, that is KIRTI, Kirti S Live. This is my code, Kirti S Live, KIRTI, Kirti S, because my surname is Sharma, and then Live, Kirti S Live. This is my code. If you use it, you will get an additional 10% off on Unacademy Plus subscription. All right. I will let you know about the deals and stuff in later half of the classes. So I believe you guys know me already. I am your chemistry educator, Kirti Sharma, and I have done my graduation from University of Delhi in psychology, and it's been like 5 to 6 years that I've been teaching you guys, and like teaching students like you, cute and smart as usual. Correct. And now it's your turn as usual, and we are going to rock together. Cool. And the chapter we are discussing is complex compounds, POUNDS. It's D here, okay? You can call it complex compounds or coordination compounds. Ma'am, can you please tell to the Manisha ma'am to start the class for class 9? What is happening with the class 9 science bache? I have no idea, Faizan, but okay, I will I will raise this concern to the team. All right, that's the best I can do for you. I'll ask don't you have, you already have classes for physics, chemistry, and biology for class 9 and 10 bache? Is it okay, Fazan? Just check the playlist, you'll find it out. Okay. So yes, today we are going to start with coordination compounds or complex compounds. You know already the basic stuff we have already covered, and we will start with the naming of coordination compounds, and then we'll do a bunch of questions so that you will get an idea what kind of questions are asked to you in the examinations. Okay, but yeah, before starting, follow Unacademy Champions on Telegram. The link is given to you in the description box. So check out the description box and follow Unacademy Champions, because like in the morning you will get the whole schedule for class 9, 10, 11, 12, but like whatever will be posted on the channel, like whatever will be the live on the channel, it will be it will be shared with you. Okay, and subscribe on YouTube, right? Since this is the very beginning and we are targeting 1,000 subscribers for beginning, nothing much, just 1K subscribers, and I believe that this number will be reached in a very short duration of time. Okay, so and one more thing is, like we discussed in the previous session as well, if you get the if you buy the plus subscription for 12 months and above, या तो आप 1 ईयर का खरीदते हो सब्सक्रिप्शन या उससे ज़्यादा का, अभी like before 31st of January, you can see before 31st of January, if you get it, if you get the subscription for 12 months and above, you will get extra 3 months subscription for free. You can see here, you will get extra 3 months subscription for free. There are two conditions that this offer will be valid only till 31st of January, and it is only valid for first 500 subscribers. So make sure you are in the line of to get this amazing lightning deal. And apart from it, like as it is also written here, if you get the subscription for 12 months, for a minimum of 12 months, you will get 3 months subscription for free. And apart from it, you can always use my code, that is Kirti S Live. You already know my code, guys. It is Kirti, 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 then S, and then Live. So this is my code and you can use it wherever you want to. My voice is garbad now. Alright, so it's Kirti S Live. This is the code, Kirti S Live. Alright. Let's move ahead. So like these are the batches which are currently going on. The first batch is sorry, my throat gets really my throat is not okay. So yes. You know that these are the beta. Now you can see that these are the existing batches. The name of the batch is Mavericks and it is an all subject batch. The mode of delivery is going to be in English. Okay, that is, we will make you understand the concepts in English. Cool. So yes, this is one thing. This is an all subject batch. Mode of delivery is going to be in English. And another deal here, that is, if you subscribe for ISC Class 11, you will get Class 12 subscription for free. Alright, so this is something like amazing, because you have like 3 deals which are working here, right? First is like this deal, right? This is your number 1 deal, that if you subscribe for class 11, you will get class 12 subscription for free. Your second deal we already saw. Your second deal is, if you subscribe for 12 months, you will get 3 months extra subscription, right? You will get 3 months extra free, right? You will get 3 months extra free. And of course, and the third one is this, if you use my code Kirti S Live, you will get an additional 10% off. You will get an additional 10% off. You will get an additional 10% discount. Okay, so these are the 3 deals and you can avail them, you can take benefit from them, so that the whole package of Unacademy subscription will be very economical for you. It will be very economical for you. All right. I believe that it's okay for you. Now let's move ahead. This is like another batch, that is Mavericks. Okay. And what we did in the previous session, you can see here, right? We ended here, and this is like the basic stuff which we are like discussing from the previous lectures. You can see we started with the coordination compounds, right? Then of course applications are a must with me, that you should know where this particular concept is used. All right, so like then we did the applications. You can see that the colorations in case of dyeing, wherever the pigment is required, wherever the color is required. And phthalocyanine is a class of the coordination compounds which is extensively used in the coloring industry. Okay. And your biological compounds in case of extraction, then we did simple salts, like you can see on the screen, these are your simple salts. Then we discussed addition salts, right? Then we differentiated that there are two types of addition salts, that is, number one is double salts, and number second is your complex or coordination compounds, right? These are the two types of addition compounds, in which two or more stable compounds, two or more already stable compounds, they join together to give a new compound which is also stable. All right, your potash alum, your Mohr salt is an example of double salt. We are now discussing the coordination compounds, or you can say the complex compounds, in which, like, when you dissolve them in water, they give you complex ions instead of individual constituent ions. All right, and they retain their identity in the solution. They are your complex ion. Then we differentiated, like you can see here in the table, then we differentiated between double salt and coordination compounds. You can clearly see, right? These are the differences. Double salt exists in solid state, and whenever you dissolve it into water, it gets dissociated into its constituent species in their solution, right? And the next is that they retain their identity in the dissolved. They retain their identity. Who? The coordination compounds, right? And the double salts, they lose their identity in the dissolved state. Number two, like of the coordination compounds, they don't lose their identity, right? So you can see here all the differences between double salts and coordination compounds. It would be better if you can just quickly take a screenshot of this, or you can just note it down somewhere in your notebook, because this question is something which has been asked a lot of times in your school exams. Okay, now let's move ahead. Then we did Werner's theory. We have done this a lot of times. He attempted for the very first time. If you are watching the lecture for the very first time, then I would suggest you to watch the previous lectures first, so that there will be no doubts. Okay. And even then, if you have doubts, then let me know in the live chat, or you already know my username for Unacademy Messenger and Telegram, that is Kirti underscore. Please note that this is an underscore, this is not a dash. Kirti underscore Sharma 1223. This is my username. So you can find me out on Instagram, Telegram, and Unacademy Messenger with this username. And if you have any doubt, we can sort it out. All right. And yeah, so let's get back to the Werner's theory. So he was the very first person who tried to explain the bonding between the coordination complexes, and he tried to answer like why two stable compounds are joining together, or why only some certain elements are forming the coordination bond, why not all the elements, and why are their structures so different, why are their geometry so different, correct, why their bonding is so different. So he tried to answer these questions, and in order to answer it, he said that there are two types of valencies: primary valency and secondary valency. Your primary valency is oxidation number, secondary valency is coordination number. You already know what our oxidation and coordination numbers are, correct. And although he explained the theory, like he tried to explain the bonding in a very nice way, but even then there are some drawbacks in his theory. Drawbacks in the sense कि कुछ कमियां हैं. Now what are the drawbacks? So he could not explain why only certain elements form coordination compounds, right? Why not all the elements, है ना? Why only transition elements are able to form the coordination compounds? So like this question he could not answer. Werner uncle could not answer like why the coordination compounds are colored, why do they have magnetic properties, and what about their optical properties, and why do they have directional properties. So these were the drawbacks of the Werner's theory, that he could not answer such questions. Okay, then we discussed some important terms you can see here, that is your central metal atom, your counter ion, coordinate number, coordinate sphere. We have done this in the previous sessions. If you still have doubt, then please go and watch the previous lectures. Okay, so here you can see all the important terms. Please take a moment to read them. Okay, your complex ion or coordination entity is the one, or coordination sphere भी बोलते हैं इसको, the one which is enclosed in the square brackets, right? It can be cationic and it can be anionic as well. If your complex ion has a positive charge, in that case it will be anionic. If your complex ion has a negative charge, it will be anionic complex entity. Central atom, ligands, we have discussed a lot of times, right? Coordination number, coordination sphere, coordination polyhedron, oxidation number, homoleptic, heteroleptic complexes, denticity we have discussed, right? Please let me know, bache, if you have any doubt in this. All right, so ambidentate ligands, how to name them, what are the rules, we have discussed. So let's quickly start with the rules. All right, so you know that whenever you want to write the name of an anionic ligand, whenever you want to write the name of an anionic ligand, that is, your ligand has a negative charge, so you will simply add an O in the end of in the name of the ligand. If it is bromide, you will call it bromo. If it is carbonate, you will call it carbonato. If it is chloride, you will call it chlorido. If it is cyanide, you will call it cyano. If it is fluoride, you will call it fluoro. For glycinate, it will be glycinato. For hydroxide, that is OH negative, you will call it as hydroxo. If it is oxalate, you will call it oxalato. If it is thiocyanate, you will call it as thiocyanato. So whenever you have an anionic ligand, कि ligand के ऊपर which charge is there, negative charge is there, so in that case simply add an O in the end in the name of the ligand. And when you have a neutral compound, when you have a neutral ligand, not compound, your ligand is neutral, in that case you can see the 4 examples here. In case of ammonia, you will write it as simply amine. I can zoom it for you. You can see here, for ammonia it will be amine. All right, For water, it will be aqua. For carbon monoxide, that is CO, it will be carbonyl. For ethylene diamine, it will remain as it is as ethylene diamine. Okay, so that's the case with, why is not zooming out? Now it's okay. Now you can see the ligand type, their examples, their denticity. So in case of a unidentate ligand, we have discussed that the density is 1. Your denticity is equal to 1. Denticity कितनी होती है? 1 होती है. In case of bidentate ligand, the denticity is 2. Case of bidentate ligand, the denticity is 2. And in case of polydentate ligand, that is your ligand can form more than like 2 bonds. In that case, you will call it polydentate, just like a polygon. Okay, so you know this already. And in the previous class, we also discussed how can we name coordination compounds. So here are the rules which are written. So I told you with the help of the example of NaCl. So like whenever you name the compound, say this is NaCl, so how do you name it? You call it as sodium chloride. What do you call it? You simply call it as sodium chloride, right? That is, you always name the cation first, right? So first you will name the cation, and after that you will name the anion. All right, whether your compound is simple or it is complex, you will always name the cation first. The one which has a positive charge, you will name it first. The one which has a negative charge, that is your anionic, that's your anion, you will name it later. All right, now ये तो पता चल गया कि पहले अपने को cation को नेम करना है. Now when it comes in the naming of the complex ion, so complex ion के लिए what do you do? I hope you can see the rule number 2 as well. So yes, in the naming of complex ion, ligands are named first. And when you name the ligands, you name them in alphabetical order. What do you name them? You name them according to the alphabetical order. Okay? So in case of complex ions, what do? You name the ligands first, and that too in the alphabetical order. All right. I believe there is no doubt till now. All right. Yeah. Cool, guys. I believe there is no doubt. And the number of ligands which are present. The number of ligands which are present. What are these kids doing? These kids are just, Guys, I am telling you my username. If I'm telling you my username, it is, Bache, it is I'm telling you my username only because so that you can reach out to me if there is something important, right? So just don't add me in some random groups, all right? So it's not okay. Please don't do it, okay? So don't do that, okay? Just give me a moment. Alright. Motivation hub. Hi. उससे पहले we have one more kid. He or she, whoever like he or she is. Ma'am, why HCl is known as king of acids? बेटा king of chemicals तो सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड को नहीं बोलते, H2SO4 को बोलते हैं बच्चे king of chemicals तो, because इससे आप like using H2SO4 you can produce other important acids and compounds as well. That is why you call sulfuric acid H2SO4 as king of chemicals. ठीक है? So yeah, here you can see like now you get to know that first you name the cation and then anion, and when it comes to name the complex ion you name the ligand first, and that too ligands भी आप किस order में naming करोगे, उनकी alphabetical order में. And if you have more than one ligand, right, if you have more than one ligand, so how will you write it? You will use the prefix di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta. In this way you will use the prefixes. You can see the example for NH3 whole thrice. You will call it as triamine. H2O whole 4. You will call it as tetraequa. Alright. In this way you deal with this. Okay. So yeah. And अगर ligand के नाम में ही, if in the ligand's name itself you have like just like ethylene diamine, उसके नाम में ही di है, in that case you use different prefix such as bis, tris, tetrakis, pentakis. In this way you write the name. Alright. So yeah. Now let's quickly do the examples. Okay. Now we will begin with examples. Okay. And one more thing, did we discuss that? I told you na that in the name of central metal atom, for the naming of central metal atom, for the naming of metal atom, for the naming of metal atom. So I don't remember whether I have told you or not on YouTube that if your metal is present in the cationic it is in the cationic part. If your metal is present in the cationic part, in this case name of the metal remains as it is. Name of the metal remains as it is. It remains as it is. Okay. And if the metal is present in the anionic part, in this case you add an ATE in the end. Add ATE in the end of the metal name, of the name of the metal. ठीक है? For example, if you have zinc, suppose you have what? You have zinc. So if zinc is present in the cationic part, so it will be just named as zinc. But if zinc is present in the anionic part, you will call it as zincate. What do you call it? You will call it as zincate. Suppose if your metal, say platinum, is present in the cationic part. Okay. So it will be just remain as platinum. Okay, but if it is present in the anionic part, then it will be called as platinate. What would you call it? You will call it as platinate. If your metallic, if your metal is, say, chromium, say it is chromium, and it is present in the cationic part, then it will simply remain as chromium. And if it is like in the anionic part, you will call it as chromate. What will you call it? You will call it as chromate. So this way you add an ate in the end whenever like your metal is present in the anionic part. Once we will start the examples, you will get it. Okay, and you write the oxidation number. Write the oxidation number of metal atom, of metal, in brackets. In bracket. Okay, let's see some examples and then you will understand it in a better way. Suppose I give you the example K3FeCN whole 6. K3FeCN whole 6. And one more thing, whenever like cation is written first, okay? So this is your cationic part and this is your anionic part, correct? So first we will write the name of the cation. So what is the name of the cation? It's potassium. So simply write potassium. Simply write potassium. So you have now named the cation part. Now we will move on to the anionic part. And our anionic part is complex, right? This is our complex ion. And you know that in case of a complex ion, we write the name of the ligands first, and that too in an alphabetical order. So you will write hexacyano. Now you will write hexacyano. I am using different colors so that it will be easier for you to understand like how we named the coordination compounds. Okay, so it will be hexacyano, correct? It will be hexacyano. Now your metal is present in the anionic part, right? This is anionic and this is cationic. Since your metal is present in the anionic part, you will write it as ferrate. You will add an ate in the end. Potassium hexacyanoferrate. And I told you to write the oxidation number of the central metal atom in the parentheses, in the brackets. So what's the oxidation number here? It is 3, right? So you can just simply write 3 in numerals, in Roman numerals. कैसे लिखना है आपको? In Roman numerals में लिखना है. So that is the name of the compound, potassium hexacyanoferrate 3. That's how you write the name of a compound, alright, of a coordination compound. Let's do some more examples. Let me copy paste it for you guys. Yes. Now it's okay. Now, how to name coordination compounds, right? Let's move on to the next example. Now, your next example is, say, it is Cr H2O whole 4 Cl2 Cl. Now, this is your complex compound. So you know already that your cation is like written first and it is also named first. So this is your cation, this is anion. So like when we name the cation, which is complex in this case, right? It is complex in this case. I told you that in the naming of complex ion, you name the ligands first and in the alphabetical order. So you have two ligands here. Water, H2O, you will call it as aqua, I told you, and this is chlorido. So how you will name it? Which comes first, aqua or chlorido, alphabetically? Aqua. So you will write tetra aqua. You will write tetra aqua, correct? And then chlorido. How many chlorido? Dichlorido. Dichlorido. Correct? So here we are done with the ligands. Now we will write the name of the central metal atom. Now it's chromium and it is present in the cationic part, so it will remain as it is. अगर क्रोमियम एनायनिक पार्ट में होता, यानी कि अगर आपका जो कॉम्प्लेक्स आयन है वो नेगेटिव होता, तो इन दैट केस दिस क्रोमियम विल बी कॉल्ड एज क्रोमेट. Okay, but since it is present in the cationic part, you will just simply call it as chromate. Tetra aqua dichlorido chromate. Now in the parentheses where we will write the oxidation number. What is the oxidation number here? Water is neutral. For 1 chlorine it will be -1. For 2 chlorine it will be -2. -1 plus -2 means -3. So chromium पे in order to balance it, it will be +3, right? So tetra aqua dichlorido chromate third, and in the end we will name the anion, which is simply chloride. It is simply chloride. So the name of this compound is tetra aqua dichlorido chromate 3 chloride. Okay. Is it okay, guys? Is there any issue till now? Let me know, bache, in the live chat if you have any doubts. Okay. Let me know in the live chat if you have any doubt. I'll get it sorted. Okay. Let's move on to the next example. Okay. Say your next example is Cr, that's chromium, MH3 whole thrice, H2O whole thrice, Cl3. This is the example. Okay. Now if we have to name this compound, how will you name it? You name the cation first. So this is your complex ion, right? The cation is complex. So how do you name a complex ion? You name the ligands first in the alphabetical order. So you have amine and you have aqua. Which comes first? Amine comes first. So you will write triamine. You will write triamine, and then you will write triaqua. Triamine, triaqua. Now we are done with the ligands. After ligands, we write the name of the central metal atom, right? Since it is present in the cationic part, it will remain as it is. So triamine triaqua chromium. What is the oxidation number of chromium here? Tell me. NH3 is neutral, H2O is neutral. Cl पे 3 नेगेटिव चार्ज -3, सो इन ऑर्डर टू बैलेंस इट क्रोमियम के ऊपर भी +3 चार्ज. ठीक है. सो इट इज triamine triaqua chromium third, and for this chloride. So this is the IUPAC name of the compound. All right, that's how we name them. I believe there is no doubt till now. Clear, guys? Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead quickly. So yes, say your next compound is platinum NH3, that is your amine, whole 5 ClBr3. This is your next example. So tell me, how will we name them? So first we name the cation, and we know that the cation is complex, and when we name the complex ion, we name the ligand first. So we have two ligands here, amine and chlorido. Which comes first alphabetically? It's amine. So you will write pentaamine. You will write pentaamine chlorido. पेंटामीन, क्योंकि 1 क्लोरीन है तो सिंपली क्लोराइडो. पेंटामीन क्लोराइडो प्लैटिनम. प्लैटिनम क्यों? बिकॉज इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द cationic part. So platinum, and in the bracket we will write its oxidation number. So it will be for bromine, 3 bromine है तो -3, 1 chlorine, so it becomes -4. This ammonia is neutral, amine is neutral, so on platinum it will be 4. Pentamine chlorido platinum 4 bromide. What will you write in the end? It will be bromide. Bromide. Okay, so this is the name of the compound, pentamine chlorido platinum 4 bromide. This is the name of the compound. All right, let's move ahead to the next example. Suppose your next example is CrMH3. This we have done, na? CrNH3 whole thrice. Yes, we have done this. Let's move on to some different example. This is platinum NH3 whole twice. NH3 whole twice Cl4. So yes, tell me, what will be the name of this compound? So we'll say first, like, and इसके ऊपर कुछ चार्ज भी तो होगा ना. चार्ज है, कुछ नहीं है, चलो यही है, ठीक है. नेम दिस कंपाउंड. सो यू विल से दैट यू विल नेम द ligands first. You have amine and you have chlorido. So which comes first? Amine, alphabetically. So it will be diamine tetrachlorido. Diamine tetrachlorido. Diamine tetrachlorido platinum. And in the brackets we will write the oxidation number of platinum, which is 4. एक chlorine पे -1 चार्ज, 4 पे -4. Amine is neutral, so in order to balance it, platinum will have +4 charge. So it is diamine tetrachlorido platinum 4. This is the name of the compound. All right, I believe there is no doubt till now. All right, let's move on to the next question. Let's move on to the next question. Now I'll give you some compounds and you need to answer what will be their name. Okay, Say first is, let's do more examples. It is CrCl2. OH2 यानी simply H2O whole 4, and here we have a positive charge. So what will you name it? You can simply say that when it comes to name it, you'll first name the ligands in the alphabetical order. So this is aqua, this is chlorido. Which comes first? Aqua. So you will write tetra aqua dichlorido. Tetra aqua dichlorido chromium. Dichlorido chromium. And in the brackets we will write the oxidation number. And what's the oxidation number here? It is simply a 3, right? Because here we have a plus charge, so it will be 3, correct? In order to balance it, if the charge was 0, so it will be -2, but here it is plus, that's why it is 3 here. And in the end you can say ion, right? This ion is this, correct? Next देखो, NiCO4. Tell me, very important, what will be the name of this compound? You guys tell me, what will be the name of this compound? So it will be, you will first name the ligand, that is tetracarbonyl. How will you write it? Tetracarbonyl. And then you will simply write the name of the central metal atom, that is nickel. And you can see the oxidation number of nickel here is 0. Okay, so it is simply your tetracarbonyl nickel. What is this? Tetracarbonyl nickel. Alright, I believe there is no doubt till now. Okay, so that's how you do. And now I have some questions for you. Let's do those questions. So yes, tell me, K2FeCN6 is or A, is A or an what? Tell me, I'm seeing, let me see your comments. Yes guys, tell me, what is this? This is a double salt, or it is a complex salt, or is it an acid? Like, what is it? So you know that this is a complex salt, right? This is a complex salt. We have done this. Now, according to Werner's theory of coordination compounds, what is the case? It is written as ionizable. This is ionizable. Tell me, primary valency is ionizable, secondary valency is ionizable, or primary and secondary valencies both are ionizable, or neither primary nor secondary valency is ionizable? Tell me. You know already, bacha, that your primary valency, according to Werner's theory, your primary valency corresponds to the oxidation number. And your secondary valency, we have done this a lot of times, and your secondary valency corresponds to the coordination number. So your primary valencies are ionizable. Option number A here is absolutely right. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Ammonia acts as a very good ligand, but ammonium ion, that is NH4 positive, ion does not form complexes because, tell me why it does not form any complex compound. What is the reason? What is the reason? Tell me. So, the ammonium ion, that is NH4 positive. Since it has a positive charge, you can see this ion itself is electron deficient. Correct? So, NH4 positive ion does not have any lone pair of electrons. That's why. Among the following, which are among the following, which are ambidentate ligands? SCN negative, NO3 negative, NO2 negative, C2O4 negative, that is your oxalate ion. Tell me. So I've told you that nitrito N or nitrito O में हमने किया था, that is your NO2 negative and your SCN negative, thiocyanate, correct? So first and third options, SCN negative, and these are your ambidentate ligands. All right. That is it for the day, guys. I'll see you in the next sessions. Okay. So bye bye. Take care. And you know already, you can use my code, which is Kirti S Live. Kirti S Live. You can use this code. So you will get additional 10% off. Okay, that is it for the day. I'll see you in the next sessions.